So, this is a video series, which I haven't made a video in for a long while. The Time to Explain series, which I wanted to keep going, but, just sort of completely fucking forgot about it. So, I wanted to start it up again with this game, Ghost in the Shell, Standalone Complex First Assault Online, and fuck that long-ass title. It's like this belongs on the Title Gore subreddit. I always just call it Ghost in the Shell First Assault, or just Ghost in the Shell. I call it that. Some people call it other combinations of words from the title. Just don't say that long title every single time you go to play it. So as you can probably tell from the previous video I made, which I mentioned this game in and showed off some gameplay, it is a first-person shooter. It's actually made by Nexon. The same people made Combat Arms, and thank God they've improved since then, because Combat Arms is not a good game. Other people disagree with that. They are very wrong. The game is objectively bad, and is pay to win. And the guns that you pay real money for, you don't have permanently. They go away after a week, and it's fucking stupid. So, one thing that is an obvious improvement from previous game is that the guns that you can buy, the moment you can't pay real money for, I'm assuming that's going to change once it launches, because this is currently early access. But when you go to buy it, you can only buy it with GP, so you can't pay real money, like I said, but also you can't rent it. You just buy it and you have it permanently. These are the guns you can buy in the store, and then there are guns that you have to unlock through leveling up, which, is nice. There's two tiers in which, like, how good the gun is isn't determined by whether you unlock it through leveling up in GP or just straight up GP. Like, I haven't played for like 2 weeks or so. So, they added a new gun since I left. The HK417, which is the KH47, the HK416, this is new. It might be OP, I don't know. But, like, back when I played it, the gun to get was the Scar. Well, not back when I played it, like, when I was playing. It's technically the same thing, I don't know, but the Scar, which they put a dash. They don't want to get sued, although they still used M4A1 and 8.7. I don't fucking know. They didn't want to get sued, but they still have MP5K and M249. But they have a thing in Scar, and they changed H and K around and add like +1 to the number. I don't know. Anyways. So that's a big improvement. Also, they have some weapon skins, and unlike Combat Arms, it's not like it's a skin that you equip to the gun. It's not a completely other gun which has different stats because of the stupid looking skin. If you buy an early access, you get some skins for the 2 starting weapons. Well, 2 of the 3. If you pay even more, you get a skin for the other starting weapon, the sniper rifle. I didn't pay more. I paid the base minimum of $5, which I would say the game is worth $5. And yeah, so obviously where it's based off Ghost of the Shell, there are some iconic weapons. The standard issue pistol for Section 9. I watched the anime. It's good. You should watch it. And they added the Mativa, which is also in Battlefield under the name of Unica. Now, one thing is, the revolvers in this game kind of suck ass. For whatever reason, they said, oh, let's make the revolvers the least accurate pistols in the game. Which doesn't make any sense, but I still use it anyways. Because I'm an idiot. Now, one thing that they did different in this game is the operatives, which you can choose a different character, which they don't have different stats, but they have different special abilities. So this guy, Boma, which don't question why there's a silent R. Let's just go to info. Each character has different abilities. Like this guy has a recharging shield, which also replenishes health. And it's a shield because the health goes past the normal amount. And they also have some things really in kind of min-max with different things, like different things that you can socket. They run out after a certain period of time. I don't mess around with this, but you can if you want to. This may end up being pay to win later. I don't know. At the moment, you just sort of get these randomly as in like login rewards and match rewards. And there are some other characters like Major Kusanagi, which she can turn invisible, which was a very, very iconic thing from the show / movies. And there's Bato. They gave him a rocket arm, which I don't remember that being in the show, but fuck it. And then Togusa, who has like drones that go in and blow people up. I don't remember that from the show either. You got Saito. His ability is he can see people through walls, which wasn't in the show yet again, but I mean, you can see it being in the show because that was the thing. This character like hacked into a satellite, which then aided him in sniping. I don't fucking know how it worked. Ishikawa, he has a turret. Once again, not in the show, but fuck it. We have Pazu. I don't know what happened to the U or the OU. They just ended it at pause. I don't fucking know. He has super speed. I don't remember that either, but fuck it. And then Maven, who wasn't a character from the show, and has a deployable shield which will make you invisible. It doesn't actually block any attacks, but you can put it down, and if you hide behind it, they won't be able to see you, like the enemies. Which, I mean, once again, not in the show, but they're making a first-person shooter based on a TV show. They had to take some liberties with it. And I mean, there are some things that they probably should have added that they didn't, like specific guns. They probably should have had the starting, like, fully automatic weapon be like the SMG / assault rifle that they used in the show. It's actually not in the game yet, which is kind of fucked. The pistol wasn't in the game when it first launched in early access. I had to wait about 4 months for it. So yeah, it's a little fucked. There are some things which completely go against the show as well, such as, well, like the melee weapon is like a knife that comes out of your arm. Yeah, and you can see it there. Yeah, you can equip it as Togusa, which part of his main character is the fact that he doesn't have any of these cybernetic implants. So he's just a normal dude. It makes no goddamn fucking sense how he has the arm, like the knife coming out of his arm. Because that's his actual arm, not a robot arm. How the fuck is there a knife coming out of it? I don't fucking know. So yeah, and like Battlefield and Call of Duty and whatnot, you can unlock attachments for your guns. This is my most customized gun. As you've seen, I have like a scope and a laser sight and a different barrel and a muzzle, and the skin counts as an attachment, which means I can't have the like the dual mags as part of the skin, which kind of sucks, but doesn't matter that much. And there's like grips. There's a bipod, which can only be equipped on certain weapons. I think the Scar can take. Yeah, the Scar can take the bipod. I think the M4 can as well. Obviously, the MG and the snipers can. Uh, there are some. Well, actually, no, there aren't different type of grenades, but I'm assuming they will add more. So there's a slot. Items. This is like XP boosts and whatnot. Sorry, I had to drink some water there. And you unlock things not based on your level, but just pretty much as you play. It's like Battlefield, but they don't call it XP for some reason, but they have XP here. I don't fucking know. Like this gun, this is the gun they should have added from the start. Not there. Which, you know, doesn't make much sense. So yeah, when I play, I like to use either Bato or Boma. I would like to play Saito, but I unlocked Motoko instead because I'm a fucking idiot and I clicked the wrong person. Yeah. Should have chose this guy because you can see through walls and, you know, I played Blacklight, kind of feel right at home, but, you know, I chose... He was my first Bato because the fucking rocket launcher arm sounds cool. Not as good as you'd think, but, you know, one thing is, with the different abilities, when you use your ability, if you get it, like, there are different stages at which you unlock your ability. Like, when you first spawn in, you can't use it. Or, like, can, I think you start at level 1. Well, like, as you play, you get points in the game, you level up the skill. Like, there's level 0, which you can't use it, there's level 1 where you can use it, and then there's level 2, where you can use it, and then your allies can use it as well. So, like, if you're Boma, and you have, like, you have the gel, if you wait until level 2 to use it, then all of your teammates will have this health replenishing shield as well. If you're Motoko, or the Major, everyone else will turn invisible. Bato, you can't do that. Level 2 just adds another rocket that comes out. And same with Togasa, he just throws out another rocket. I don't know what happens with Ishikawa or Maven. I don't know. Pazu, everyone else can run really fast too. You know, they call it skill sync. They came up with a cool word for it. You know, fuck it. At the moment, well, not at the moment, in the game, it is kind of hard to get GP once you're past a certain point. I think up until level 10, which is where I'm at now, like every level, they give you a shit ton of GP, which you can use to buy shit. I bought some guns with it. See, I bought the Magnum and the Mateba. I shouldn't have done that. I bought attachments for the MP5 and the M4, and I bought the Scar and some attachments. I also bought a shotgun, which I later found out is not that good, and there's like no attachments for it too. Yeah. So yeah, I bought like some attachments and a gun. Well, 3 guns actually. No, 4. So I bought that. Yeah, I'm an advanced math student. Yeah. Also, you, like, once you get to certain points and leveling up, you get, like, from just leveling up, you can get 3 character unlock tokens. Which, actually, no, you get 2. You get 1 at the start, and then you get 2 more. So you can have 3 characters. You can also buy it from the markets. Here, the operative license costs about 250,000 GP. That's about the same as a gun, a little more. Also, depending on the gun, little even more. You know, not that much in a difference though, because it's like 212 or like 240, and that's like 245. You know. There's also different loadouts that you can switch between in game. You know. So yeah, with that, let's look at the different game modes. There's now only random, okay. I remember there being different playlists. There are multiple game modes. There's Team Deathmatch. There's things called Drop Zone. Might not be Drop Zone. might not be that name, but it's like there are different control points. Like it's King of the Hill because they move around. When you cap it, a tank will come down and aid you, and the enemy can kill it. It can kill the enemies. Pretty much, you just want to cap as many points as you can. It's King of the Hill, but whichever team currently has, like, owns the control point, gets a tank to help them. You can't pilot the tank; it's AI, which is kind of shit, you know. And then there's I forget what they called it. It's like the Counter-Strike game mode, you know, like bomb defusal, you know. It's in like every game. So yeah, with that, let's jump into some gameplay. So now we're in game here in Ghost in the Shell. The controls kind of similar to Call of Duty, like shift to sprint, you know, right click zooms, all that. Well, not really Call of Duty, but like modern FPSs besides Counter-Strike. You know, gunplay, it's fairly similar to COD, but the time to kill is a little longer. Yeah, that, you know, it's similar to Call of Duty in a way. Which, I mean, you can kind of say that about every like first-person shooter like this with sprint and zoom and whatnot. I did find out actually, it seems like since last time I've played, they changed the time to kill to be more like COD. Which, I prefer it with the longer. I don't know why. Yeah, it's pretty much just first-person shooter, but it's nice because I like the how they have the different abilities and whatnot. Like they did that with the new COD Black Ops 3, but I don't like how all the abilities are just like a one-hit kill in there. It's just like, oh, use this, you kill a bunch of things. Like, oh, you get a revolver, which is a one-hit kill. You get like this, like you jump up in the air and kill everything in one hit. But this is like, the abilities are different. Like you can turn invisible. You got different things. There are some things that are a one-hit kill, but you know, they're few and far between. One of the things is a turret. That was depressing. I didn't even zoom in there. Yeah, it's, you know, I like how it's not just the abilities aren't just bullshit one-hit kills. Because like even the ones that aren't one-hit kills, like the secret drones right there, you can. Oh, why did I do that? I'm not good at this game. Which, I mean, you know, what do you expect on me? The maps, there's not many. I think there's like 4. You know, they're alright, I guess. One of them is complete shit. I think it's called like Port. It's a horrible map. It's too small for the player count of the game. Which, I mean, you can make a custom game and then have a different player count, but you know, nobody's gonna join. And even then, like, unless you have like a predetermined, like you already have a group of people that want to play this. Why did it switch to the pistol? So yeah, that's one critique, is the maps. Oh. I do really like this game. I mean, overall the maps are a little small, but that one in particular is just way too small. Like, you can run into enemies that just spawned in with spawn protection, and it gets annoying, because you just sort of die because you can't kill them. At the same time, it would be a lot more annoying if you just spawned in and died instantly. Oh, and we lost. I'll probably play another round just because that was incredibly short. Yeah. You know, maps are a little small. Gunplay, it's okay. one thing I find it's different from Call of Duty. Oh yeah, you also get like a reward at the end of each match, like payday, where you flip the card. But like it's a little bit like COD, but I find with Call of Duty the guns seem to, like, when you shoot, it seems that there's an emphasis on rate of fire with how it feels. But with here, it's like the guns are a bit slower, and it's more focused on like getting accurate shots that do more damage than just firing a volley of bullets. Oh no. Oh yeah, I'll just cut to the next match. So here's the next match. This is actually on the port map, which I just said is complete shit and is way too small. Yeah. I don't like it at all. One thing is that, well, not in regards to the map, but with the game overall, auto balance only happens at the end of each round and does not happen like in game, which can be both a good and a bad thing, because you won't be winning and then be switched to a losing team and have no chance. But at the same time, if you're on the other team, you know, you won't stand a chance at all, because the other team will have more players if the game gets out of balance like that. But that means that at the beginning, you know, it'll be even, or as even as it can be. One thing that I find kind of cool is that like you see the enemies, like the enemies have a different player model than what they see themselves as. Like you'll always play as the Ghost in the Shell characters, and the other team will be some random model. Like here, they're police officers. It doesn't explain why the good guys are fighting cops. I don't know. There's no story to it really. It's just like a multiplayer deathmatch thing. There's gonna be someone behind that. Shit. Oh, I'm low in health. Fuck. Ah, fuck. I got caught on the corner. Actually, you know, I'll switch the shotgun, which when I tried it before I didn't like it, but seeing as how something changed since the last time I played, you know, I probably should have played a game, you know, before, just to see how much has changed. But I don't think things through. Oh, fuck. Just like that grenade, I didn't think it through. That grenade throw is a metaphor for my YouTube channel right there. One thing is, because it's so similar to COD, I always end up pressing E after I die, so I'll skip the kill cam, but there isn't one. I don't know. Fuck. Yeah, there I am, spamming away at E. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, this is why I don't like this map, because you just get stuck in your spawn. Oh, fuck. Like, we can't really leave spawn because they're so close. And, you know, this map is absolute ballsack. You know, fuck, I'm switching back to the Scar. So I do want to unlock the other attachments for it. My frame rate's going low. That's because I'm recording. I think my recording software just doesn't like the game, because when I just play normally, I get over 100 frames per second, and here I'm getting 60, and sometimes it drops down to 55. And like every game, there's the V voice commands, and you can't do it when you're dead, so I can't show you. You know, oh no, it's C, X, and Z. There's no V. You know, and one thing they do really like is how they got the voice actors from the actual show to do the voices, which I I do really like. I think it's a nice touch. They didn't just leave it with like, they didn't just get random people. They actually got the real actors, which is nice. There are some instances where they don't, like with games where they can't get the same actors from either a TV show or a movie. I can remember the 24 game, they couldn't get Kiefer Sutherland to do the voice of Jack Bauer, so they just got some random ass fucking dude. And it didn't make any sense, because they had some of the actors from the show, but then the main character is someone else. And it didn't make much sense. But yeah. So they got everyone back, which is cool. Obviously they got new voice actors for the new characters, which weren't in the show. Also sound design, you know, it's nice. The gun sounds... It's what you'd expect, really, from a free-to-play, which is what it's going to be once it comes out. Also, they can kind of do the dismemberment and whatnot without having an M rating, because we're technically all robots, so it doesn't have actual gore, but you see like legs flying off and whatnot. Which, you know, it doesn't actually affect anything, but it looks cool. And people won't have to legally ask their parent, not like they would ask their parents anyways, to play the game. Fuck. Oh, that was a bad idea. Yeah, like I said, the map's like way too small. I just ended up in their spawn there. I don't like this map. The other maps are pretty good though. You still have the problem of you running into enemies, but it's like not... There's not set spawns, so it happens less frequently, and you know... It's just a better... You have a better experience overall with the other maps. I wish they just either expand upon the map, make it actually big enough for the amount of people, and have it so the spawns can switch. But at the moment, it's just... You know, it's shit. Fuck. Which, I mean, is a shame, because it's a good game, and this one map, which people vote for it like it's Dust 2 or 2 for it, and it's shit. I mean, at least with Dust 2 and 2 for it, they're, you know, actually good maps. And when people complain about them, like I do frequently, it's just, oh, I play this too often. I'm bored of it. But this, it's actually a shit map, and I may have just killed my teammate by body blocking him. Yeah. So my frame rates. This recording software also doesn't like PlanetSide, which, you know, even a Shadowplay doesn't like this game. I think I get low frame rates. But when not recording, I get absurdly high frame rates, which I wouldn't expect to get out of a 750 Ti at max settings. So yeah, very well optimized as long as you aren't trying to record it. Yeah. I would definitely recommend it for like $5, although you may want to wait until they add more maps. Because with the recent updates, they've just been adding guns and skins, which you have to pay real money for. Not the guns, the skins. Yeah, if you know, if you think it looks interesting, go ahead and pick it up. You might want to wait see if it goes on sale or not. Yeah, I would say it's definitely worth like $5. But you may also want to wait till it comes out of early access, because then it'll be free. Although the business model might change and it might be shit by then. But then you also might get burnt out and the game might get better by then. Nobody knows. It's the glory, either the gloriness or the shittiness of early access. Nobody really knows. Also, one thing that I don't like is the when you get the knife, if you run up, you can either left click and do like shit damage, or you can right click and instant kill. Which I don't like cheap insta kills like that. So yeah, this has been I Try to Explain, which it's called I Try to Explain because I'm shit at explaining things. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Probably didn't. So yeah. Thanks for watching, if you made it through this whole thing. You can't say I'm not self-aware. Actually, I just had to add this a little bit. Apparently, I'm not shit at this game. Apparently, I'm the best on my team. Although, you know, yeah. Other teams still completely fucking wrecked us.